Not right now, I'm working.
Sir, look, sir.
Not right now, I'm working.
Sir, you told me to invest in gold, so I invested. Look,
Very
sir.
nice, very nice. What? You know, you look like Jappi Larry. This is not working. And I think you should figure out all the different ways you can invest in gold. This is not the only way, by the way. You figure it out with someone else, okay?
I don't want to talk to anybody else, especially Abhishek. He just shouts at me. Please, you tell me.
No, you figure it out with him. I can't sit and figure things out with you all the time.
Sir,
What?
I can give you.
What is this, 22 carat? You think I can be bribed like this? We'll spend 10 minutes together and I will figure out the different kinds of gold and hopefully help you out. Cool?
Works.
Before we start talking about all the different ways you can invest in gold, you tell me, what do you understand about gold? What do you think?
My mom says gold is amazing. You should invest in it.
What do you think?
I like silver more though, diamonds, but gold is nice.
The gold standard used to exist before and then we moved to money and it inherently has value. The people perceive that it has value. So in times of desperation, when an economic downturn happens or hyperinflation happens or any of these bad things happen in an extreme environment, in an economic condition, gold is where everyone runs to. It's your safe haven. So thinking of gold as an investment, perhaps you should change this a little bit. Think of gold as a hedge. It's a cushion. And as a cushion, it's good because it's unlikely to lose a lot of value like equity could or any other asset could.
So back up.
It's like a safety net. But how much do you think gold has given a return over the last many years? Give a guess.
10.
Yeah, it's actually not bad. 9 point something percent for the last 40 years, which is not bad considering it's a safe haven for many people because they think gold is gold. So as a hedge also and as a value of an investment which goes up over a period of time, not bad.
So apart from FDs, if there's something that parents keep on talking about, it's gold.
Yeah.
So what's the whole fuss about?
Why do you think our parents talk about gold so much?
Returns?
And do you think
They love
gold?
weddings.
I love weddings. Yeah. It's interesting. It's actually in being Indian. 11 to 12% of all the gold in the world is owned by Indian households.
So if not physical gold, I can get into digital gold. That's enough.
But then we have gold mutual fund also. We have ETF also. We have sovereign gold bond also.
Wasn't all of this supposed to be very simple? Why do you keep complicating it?
I'll be honest, I do think it's a little complicated. So what's an easy way to figure this out?
You tell me what to invest in, I'll invest.
No. What we'll do is, we'll quickly go through all of the types. We'll do the pros and cons, but that's really boring. So we'll do it like this. I'm going to give you a chart. You're going to put red flag, green flag based on what seems nice. The one which has the most green is good for you. The one which has the most red is not good.
I just have to guess.
No, I'll give you the information. You can ask questions. And we'll keep it super simple.
Quiz time.
Yes, and if you don't want to watch this, you can skip to the end to see which wins, but that would be cheating. Instead, you should pause and tell me which one do you think works. And I'll magically get a spreadsheet. Ankit. Very nice. This is a physical version of that spreadsheet, and this is green flag. So here's what we'll do. Option 1. We can go through each of these items in full detail, spending 5 minutes each to understand accessibility, risk, the cost, the liquidity, and make a 1 hour long video. Does that sound good?
No, I don't have the time.
We don't have the time. We'll finish this really quickly, and I'm gonna first explain each of this. So physical gold is what?
Gold.
Digital gold is what?
Digital gold.
It's digital gold. So you don't really possess it, but you own something which represents a physical gold placed somewhere, and you can actually take possession of it if you like. So it's 99.9% purity. Gold ETF?
You can get them through a broking app.
Yeah, correct. So you open a broking app, it's listed, you can buy it, and it's easy. Then you have gold mutual fund, which is just like an equity mutual fund, which invests in gold ETFs only, but they mix like 1 or 2 or 3 different ETFs, and they basically it's a fund, but there's a professional fund manager sitting behind it also. So that's nice. And then it's SGB. What's that?
No idea.
SGB, sovereign gold bonds. Sovereign means from the government of India. Bonds means it's debt. So the government is essentially taking a loan from you in exchange to give you a return, which I'll explain later. And they basically price it at the price of gold.
Okay.
So it's not actually backed by gold, but because it's guaranteed by the government, it's fine. So SGB. So it tracks gold basically. Now you tell me, is accessibility wise, Rate it, red flag, green flag.
Green.
Because you can just buy it from any shop. Digital gold?
Green.
Okay, because you can just buy it from an app. Gold ETF?
Green.
Buy it from a broking app. Gold mutual fund? Buy it from some mutual fund app. SGB? You can ask me if you don't know.
Where can you buy this?
So SGBs are not available all the time. They have a duration where they're available, you go bid and you take it. And then they're not available for a period of time. Like right now at the time of shooting this, there is no SGB available because the government hasn't made it available.
Oh.
So it's not as accessible here. So yeah, okay, yeah, right.
Red flag.
Got it. All right, so now let's talk about the risks. So let's see, physical gold, the risks are what?
It'll get stolen.
So digital gold, actually perfectly fine. The only slight risk here is that it's not regulated by RBI and SEBI as much right now.
So it's going to be a 3D flag.
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. It's medium. As far as I know, there have not been issues with it so far, but little since we're talking about risk. With gold ETF, the prices move. There could be liquidity issues, which means if there's no buyer or seller on the other side, you won't be able to trade it.
Oh.
So that's sort of like a little bit risk. Apart from that, it's actually all right.
So.
And gold mutual fund is the same thing because it's investing right here. So jo bhi iska risk hoga.
I mean, so long term, not really that risky, is it? Just like at one day, if you want to take it out and you have no.
You can, yeah. And then we have SGBs. The risk with SGBs are actually nil when it comes to tracking gold or anything.
Okay.
Now we'll move on to the next option,
Minimum
which is
investment.
minimum investment. Gold price right
So
now
I
is
bought
what?
this. So how much did
Is
I buy
fake.
it for?
73,000 rupees per 10 grams is what it costs
73,000 rupees.
for 10 grams. Plus other costs. So I would say physical gold ka minimum would be the highest. So I'd say red.
I say red.
Okay, yeah, fine. You say red. Digital gold is the simplest. Bunch of people are investing online and they are able to back it with actual gold somewhere. So they accept even 1 rupee as an investment. So that's easily the minimum. So it's green. So minimum investment in gold ETF is like 1 unit. 1 unit is about 70, 75 rupees.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. So I think green.
I think it's great.
Also, one thing about physical gold that we didn't cover is that people do buy 1 gram, 5 gram. Unless the jewelry shop forces you and says, "Nahi, ye haar lijiye aap." But
Same
yeah,
thing,
so
yeah.
but I don't know if you want to keep that green and red also. Gold mutual funds are the same as gold ETFs. They have an NAV. This could be say 100 rupees.
Affordable.
Yeah. SGBs is a minimum of 1 gram, which is about 7,300, 7,500. So you need to decide what you think about it.
Red.
Oh, really? But 7,000 is okay, no?
No.
Okay, fine. Cool. Let's start with costs now.
But gold is gold. It's going to be the same.
It should, right?
Yeah.
The cost of gold is gold. And then it should be the same for physical gold,
Yes.
digital gold, and traded gold, correct?
Yeah.
But let's figure this out. Physical gold, you have to go to a shop and
Buy.
so they charge you know this,
Making cost.
making charge. So that's about, let's say, 7 to 12%. That's true, 7 to 12%. I'll say it again, 7 to 12%.
That is very high.
That's pretty high. और क्या खर्चा हो सकता है इसमें? There is GST. So the GST takes away another 3%. Now all this gold you will keep in your drawing room, right?
Locker?
You'll keep in your locker. So the locker will charge something. So it is a cost, right?
Yeah.
And it's a recurring cost. So you're paying every year. The next we have digital gold. I can see over here that we have 3% GST charged.
Okay.
And then with the app that you buy it from keeps a spread between the actual cost of gold and what it's selling to you. It's allowed. And that spread is what they charge. And it's different for everyone. So let's say it's 3%.
Okay.
So they have 3% plus 3%. 6% is what you're paying. Then we have gold ETF. Now gold ETF charges an expense ratio.
Okay.
This is 0.5% to 0.75%. So far that's the lowest. With gold mutual funds, it's roughly the same, about 0.5 to 0.75%. Now, of course, apart from this, there'll be demat charges, there'll be some brokerage you'll pay.
Bare
Those
minimum.
but those are costs. Let's talk about SGBs. SGBs, there is no expense ratio. You buy it directly. In fact, the government gives you 2.5% because every bond has a coupon. It gives you 2.5% every year on that, and it tracks gold.
So the same as gold plus 2.5.
Yeah, and then you pay the demat charges because you hold it in a demat account. And actually, that's it. So, what do you think? Physical gold.
Physical gold, what was it? Making charges crazy and then all of the taxes.
Yeah.
Digital gold was
GST.
6%, I remember.
Yeah.
So I'd say I'd mark it like a green and red both.
Okay.
And then gold ETF was like really less,
0.5 to
5 plus demat account.
Generally 0.5%, yeah.
Same goes here. And this also like plus only.
So over here SGB wins clearly. And then we have finally liquidity. So we have liquidity for physical gold, very simple. You go to a shop and you say, you're able to buy it. So is it liquid? Yes. Do you get the best price? Questionable. So I would still say green. Can you sell it easily? Yes, you can.
Fair.
Digital gold is the most liquid. You can do this immediately and the money also comes back immediately. So this is green.
Queen.
Gold ETF is also fine, but some gold ETFs actually have liquidity issues, which means there are less people buying and selling.
Oh.
So you may not get the best price. So I would say it's not that bad, but yeah, maybe like a moderate.
3D is the new moderate.
3D is the new moderate. And then you have gold mutual funds. So I think this would also be 3D, but it will be decided on a NAV. So that's why the fund manager exists, to manage this. And then you have SGBs. The thing with SGBs is, let's say it's an 8-year long bond. You will actually exit once it matures. So I would say red.
Red flag.
Yeah. So if you wait to mature, then it's fine. But yeah. So that's it. So what are you going to pick?
I think over here I might go for either gold ETF or gold mutual fund.
So Tanya, why are you doing all this?
To get rich.
Right. I think everyone wants to buy gold. Eventually they have enough gold so they feel rich. It's like Uncle Scrooge, who used to dive inside this huge vault full of coins and actually take his morning bath in it because it made him feel secure. Made him feel कि मेरे पास बहुत पैसा है and I'm okay. But that entire episode of DuckTales, which is a long time ago, was about him spending time with his grandchildren, going to exotic places, solving things, and then coming back and enjoying some drinks with him, mocktails only. So maybe the wealth was not those coins. Maybe it was something else. I wonder what you think, which of these modes makes sense, and do you even think gold makes sense? Tell us in the comments below, say something nice, and see you in the next episode. कट हो जाएगा
मोमो शॉट्स तान्या भी नहीं मोमो शॉट्स
मोमो